What's up, y'all? Look, it's Marcel. Look, before we jump into this incredible video, just do me a favor and hit like and comment because I want this to get out to as many people as possible, okay? I made a video yesterday that was about risk, and this video today is about how it was implemented in the market today and how we made 400% on a particular stock that I'll get into, okay? 400%, all right? I want y'all to understand 400% is a 5x return on your money, and we're talking about doing this in less than a day, okay? A 5x return on your money in less than a day. I'm gonna walk you through exactly how I did it. I'll show the proof of the results that I got. I'll show you the results that the community got, okay? So without further ado, let's get into this video. All right, so today, Palantir, man. Palantir. Right, y'all know Palantir, or Palina as I like to call it, is one of my favorite stocks because it makes so many strong moves in either direction, right? You know, when it's pumping, and when it's dumping. And today was one of those days that it was dumping. So I'm not even gonna waste time. I'm just gonna jump into it. I'm gonna bring up the charts so that I can show you guys exactly like what my logic was, and why I took the trade. Then I'm going to get into, how I assess my risk and decided how much I was going to risk, and a strategy that you could use as well. All right. So as you can see right here on the chart, man, it's just a beautiful setup, right? So I got the Bollinger Bands turned on. So we got 2 wicks off the Bollinger Bands, right? We got a wick here. A lot of people would have entered right here. That would have been fine. And we got another wick here. So I'm looking at this from the daily perspective, right? I'm looking at this on a daily chart. So these candles represent one day. So y'all know these are hammers, right? These are reverse hammers. So when you see these at the top of a up move, you know that means reverse. It didn't happen right here, but it happened after this day. So it wasn't Wednesday, it wasn't Thursday, but it happened today on Friday. Now, depending on where you enter, because I actually entered yesterday, but because this was a reversal candle right here on Wednesday, and it opened up high on Thursday, right at the Bollinger Band, that's when I entered. So I entered there and I held it from there to down here today, and wound up making 408% on the return, right? That is a little bit more than 5x the money. All right, now, so let's get into the risk part, right? I told you yesterday in the video, I made a video called Risk It All. If you haven't seen it, definitely go watch it, okay? Risk it all. Now, a lot of people are like, damn, Sale, like, why are you, telling people to risk all their money? That's not what I'm telling you. It's just a catchy ass title. I am saying risk it all in a particular trade, but I'm not saying put all of your money, all of your savings, no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is be strategic about the room that you give yourself in a given trade, okay? The room that you give yourself in a given trade is going to be critical. Now, back to the charts. Again, we had this wick and then an entry right here. So I did something that's called sizing for zero, meaning that whatever my normal trade size is, I'm accepting that stop loss on that trade size and making that the entire trade, okay? So let's just say my normal trade size is $2,000, right? And say I had a stop loss of 20%. So that means I'm okay with losing $800, right? So if I'm okay with losing $800, because as a good trader, you got to accept that stop loss before you get into the trade. If I'm okay with losing $800, then I might as well size for zero, meaning that I just trade $800 only instead of risking $2,000. You see what I'm saying? Do you see how that works? I'm sorry, it would be $400 if I risk, because 20% of 1,000 is 20%. It's $200. So 20% of 2,000 is 400. I'm sorry, not 800. So $400, right? So if I'm okay with losing $400, then sizing for zero is making my next trade $400. So meaning if I lose the entire thing, I only lose $400. Here's why it's important, right? If you were a person that got in here on Wednesday, then you could have got in here. You could have seen it go up, right? You could have got in at the wrong point. You could have got caught, somewhere in this wick. You could have entered down here, and then it reversed on you and went up here, right? You just never know. Somewhere in here, the trade could have gone against you. And if you were keeping your same stop loss, which is like 20%, there's no way you would have caught this move here. But since you've accepted losing the entire 100%, then you were able to catch the inevitable move right here because we have this blatant bearish setup right here. Two strong hammers off of a Bollinger Band is an obvious downward move, which is what we caught right here. And again, like I said in the video, you got to go watch it, right? Go watch it. This is something that you keep in your toolkit. I'm not saying risk it all every single trade. I'm not saying size for zero every trade. But what I'm saying is that when there's an opportunity like this, size for zero, right? So it's no way that I would lose $2,000 because I know that 20% is my out. But it's okay if I lose 100% of, that 400, which would have been 20% of the 2,000, because that was already what I was okay with losing betting the 2,000. So what this does is it allows fluctuation to happen, and it allows you to stay in long enough for what you see on the chart to actually fully take place. So that's what I did. Woke up, was up like 50% or something like that. I'm like, no, this thing is going out of here. And then it started dropping. And I took profit at 408%, as you can see right here. Okay. Now I gotta stop. I'm gonna stop sharing this screen right now, but I gotta stop the video, and I gotta say shout out to everybody in the group. Shout out to Ashley in the group, made like 2 bands today. Shout out to 808 Banger Daniel. Shout out to Q Tisha, man. Shout out to Taryn. Shout out to Reggie. Shout out to Steve. Man, so many people. Shout out to Success. Shout out to who else was in there? Gerald. Shout out to Gary, man. So many people. Don't charge it to my my heart if I'm missing anybody, man. Shout out to everybody in the group, man. Everybody in the group. Shout out to y'all. Like, it's so many people that caught these trades this week. We had an absolutely amazing week. I'm talking about cumulatively more than 1,000% was made in this group this week. Just today, we were handing out 400% bangers. Just the other day, handing out 50, 60% bangers. Trading them. Me and Zay trading them. Right? This is the community that you need to be in. I'm trying to tell y'all. And I'm going to stress this, right? Sometimes the timing of things can present the greatest opportunities. And right now, you are catching me and my boy in a growth season, right? We've been trading and being profitable for a little minute, but you're catching us in this upward trajectory of people understanding and getting to know who we are and how we get down. So what that means for you is you're able to get in here and get the knowledge, because we're not going to always be available like we are right now, right? We service, we work so hard. We make sure we're attentive and present with our group. And if you ask anybody in the group, they will tell you the same, right? We answer questions. We go above and beyond the call of duty, and we make sure that we are giving to make sure that everybody in the group is profitable, right? Yeah, it's going to be some ups and downs because you're on your own personal journey, some things that are beyond our control of what we can see. But if you're taking our trades, if you're listening to the advice, if you're applying it and you're being 100% honest, there's no way you're not going to be successful. Real game, no flash, no fluff. All right? So, again, everybody in the group, man, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Shout out to y'all. And if I missed anybody, my bad. I got so much going on in my head. I'm trying to, recall every single name. I'm like scrolling through the chat in my mind right now. But I'm pretty sure I missed somebody. But if I missed you, man, it's all love. Shout out to you, Brielle. Shout out to Brielle. Man, it's so many people, right? Adam, shout out to Adam. I'm trying to recall, man. I'm trying to recall everybody that I seen in the group that was posting, posting their game. Matter of fact, you know what? We don't gotta do that. Give me one. Oh, nah, the phone all the way over there. Yeah, I can't do that. But yeah, if I missed you, shout out to you, man. Again, if you're looking for a home to trade with a community that's loving, man, supportive, you gotta get with the Prosperity Collective. You can trade with us for 7 days to test drive it on your own. You don't gotta take my word for it. You can get in there and see if we about what we say we about. All right, we have a good time. It's all love, man, and man, I would love to have y'all in there. All right, if this video has been helpful, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, go ahead hit the like button, go ahead hit the share button. Don't be stingy over here. We want the world to see what we got going on over here. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.